Most people think building wealth is about working harder, saving more, or finding the perfect opportunity. I used to think the same thing. When I was 19, I was working as a nanny, making about $4,000 a month, which was enough to survive, but not really enough to do anything beyond that. Back then, my approach was to work as many hours as possible and save as much as possible. I'd take on multiple nannying jobs, learn to do cosmetology on the side, and learn other side hustles. I had the mindset that getting ahead was about working more hours and saving as much as I possibly could. I thought that if I had enough money saved, I'd be able to invest in things that I could then use in emergency situations. But you only have so many hours in a day, and there's only so much that you can work. The older I got, the more I realized that I was thinking about money completely backwards. I had to change my mindset, and with that, I was able to go from making $4,000 a month trading my time for money to building businesses that generated me over $13 million by the age of 23. My mindset shift started with understanding that the amount of money you make does not have to be tied to the amount of hours that you put in. So the first shift I made was from saving money to investing my money. Most people are taught that when it comes to wealth, you have to save your money, cut expenses, put money in savings, and be responsible. I was doing this too. When I finally took the risk to start my first Airbnb at the age of 19, I used my personal savings that I had from working and my personal credit card. The startup was about $8,000 to $12,000. I can't remember. It was literally 4 years ago. But my first month, I made a little over $3,000 from that property. Although this was only my revenue and not my profit, it's crazy to think that that number was almost what I was making as a nanny, working full-time 8 hours a day. By month 3, my very first property made $6,000 in revenue, which was like $4,000 in profit. That's when I learned something huge. When you have something that generates income without clocking into work for it, your mindset really starts to change. Our Airbnb was generating income, and yes, it did still take some time. We had to coordinate with our cleaners, respond to messages, sometimes restock, but that didn't take more than a few hours per week. That's nowhere near what I was spending on my full-time job. That's when it hit me. Wealthy people don't save their way to wealth. They invest to get there. Every dollar I spent building my Airbnb business was making me more than every dollar I was saving working as a nanny. Instead of asking myself, how can I save this money? I started asking myself, how can I invest this to make even more money? But here's where most people mess up when they start seeing success with their very first investment.